This is my Canadian friend James.
Holy.
He and I decided to go to
Sächsische Schweiz. Wow.
the Elb Sandstein Mountains in southeast Germany, bordering the Czech Republic. The most striking characteristic of this deeply dissected rocky mountain range is the extraordinary variety of terrain within the smallest area. Unique amongst the Central European uplands are the constant change between plains, ravines, table mountains and rocky regions with undeveloped areas of forest. The variety of different locations, each with its own conditions, has produced an enormous richness of sceneries, unmatched by any other German upland. The occurrence of the sandstones is related to some large-scale deposits of a former sea that was around some 80 million years ago. I've already been here once in my early 20s, and it was just striking to me how something so beautiful could exist in Germany. So for a video project about nature, I decided to come back here and take James with me. He climbed countless mountains before and has the know-how when it comes to a variety of procedures related to biking, hiking, camping and whatnot.
And this is where the adventure begins towards Sächsische Schweiz.
We took the train with our packed bikes to Dresden, which is nearby the mountains, and here we started to ride along the Elbe towards our destination. It was a long ride on perfect bike trails and full of remarkable scenes. But unfortunately, we set up camp way too late at a point where the valley of the Elbe is very narrow and does not offer much more than a little space for a single lane road, some houses that were built up on the slope and the train tracks. So this is where we chose to sleep. Or at least, tried. So what's up? Just slept in this made up tent. It's basically just a bug net for the hammock. Yeah, I'm sleeping inside an anthill basically, which is not too nice. Like when we set it up, it was like 3 a.m. I slept like 4 hours. And I always woke up. The train was passing by way too often. The tracks are right there. Good morning. How did you sleep?
I got some hours at least. So. The bugs were a bitch to try and deal with, but I finally found a proper method.
Hey, careful, yeah, on this one. Okay, off to a good start. After our food, we made our way further towards and into the mountains. It was a great day in and of itself, and the forest welcomed us in all of its glory. The lack of quality sleep was not really wearing us down all too much, and we managed to stay fit throughout the day without many hints of exhaustion. The ascent up towards our first destination was quite fun and pretty easy due to the many railings and steps that were previously built into the sandstones. It was a captivating endeavor that people like us can really never get enough of. And after a little while, we finally made it to the much anticipated top. The view was breathtaking and the weather couldn't have been better. The whole area really felt like a giant playground for adults with its safety measures and easy to follow pathways. We soaked in a good portion of what we could witness here, but there was not a lot of time for enjoyment yet, because the weather report declared rain for the night, and this time we wanted to be better prepared for our much needed sleep. But everything seemed to work out just fine. After scouting the area a little further, we found a gorgeous little spot that was fairly remote from the easier tourist routes. With its white sand and incredible views over the valley, it looked like a paradisal beach in the mountains. So here we chose to set up camp. With a brightened mood and our minds already drifting off, we cooked some really delicious food and let all of our efforts fade away into the dark of the night.
What happened next though was nothing that we prepared for. It looked a little like that. It started raining as expected, and James, being still awake, decided to take a much needed shower in the rain. He enjoyed it, but the rain got stronger quick, so he started to worry a bit about the tarp's stability. I, on the other hand, was already asleep for a little longer than a split second, but started to hear James' concern.
Hey bro, can you help me out? The wind's a little stronger than I thought. Oh man.
I wasn't really responsive. but I started experiencing the storm's presence myself. Suddenly, it got really intense and everything fully wet and covered in obnoxious amounts of sand. We were naked and freezing and moved all our stuff as quick as possible to the side of the big rock that we were at, put on some drenched clothes and covered ourselves in the now assembled tarp. So, we are a bit wet. Yeah! There's a cave on the other side of this hill we should get to. We'll go there and set up camp. Should be doable. You good, James? You're shaking a bit.
Yeah, I'm just shivering. Also, it's a really uncomfortable position to be in. Dry. Mostly. Dry enough. Fuck yeah. It's been a conundrum. Thunderstorms, extremely strong thunderstorms began, destroyed the whole setup, ripped the stakes out of the tarp. Everything got wet, including ourselves. I don't know what time it is, but it's dark.
It was an experience for sure. The taste of sand will never leave my mind.
Oh my god, there's so much sand in my mouth. Everywhere.
Greetings, welcome to my cave network. It is warm and cozy in here. We have spider webs, we have a mouse, we have all the comforts of home, away from home.
Yeah, it was quite a terrible night. Due to the fact that everything, our sleeping bags, clothing and hair, was fully drenched, preserving body temperature seemed almost impossible. Sand was in every corner imaginable, the eyes, ears and mouth, and hard to ignore. But in the morning, the revealing sights over the valley seemed almost like a reward for last night's hardship. But at this point, we decided to end the trip. Everything we had was wet, our thoughts delirious, and our bodies aching after 2 nights of broken sleep and a lot of physical effort. But it seems amazing when reflecting on it how incredibly rare those moments actually became nowadays. We generally lost touch with some of these real difficulties of uncertainty. And I know that we, if at all, just scratch the surface of discomfort, but it just lets you relate a tiny fraction more to the proper difficulties that our ancestors or even people nowadays go through. We came here to have some sort of a hiking holiday, to be in this known and touristy area that is not untouched in any way, but instead got slapped across the face. As James put it,
Mama Nature, she's a powerful one, you know.
It was a short-lived yet wild adventure that definitely taught us a thing or two about how to better prepare for next time. And until then, thanks for watching.
Ciao. We completed the trip. It went
Not as planned.
not according to plan in the slightest. Was it extremely entertaining or entertaining?
It was pretty entertaining.
I'd say so. Never again, but you know.
You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.